Mhm. Uh, all of you, I think all of you finds myself Gauri Shankar. See, I completed my post-graduation MSc. I'm working in Gupta College, Bachelor of Computer Science. Today, we're going to learn the first chapter of Computer Science, Typical Configuration of Computer Systems. Why we need to learn these topics means first we need to understand why we need to learn this chapter. What is the uses? Means we can with the help of this chapter, we can learn what are the components of motherboards and what are the board and how we electronics electronic data where we using and electronics is almost most important for computers. We can learn in here and UPS and series bus and components of a motherboard. All we're going to learn in these chapters. And this in this chapter they're going to ask for 4 marks. It's covering for 4 marks. It's MCQ. MCQ they will ask one questions and three and long answer they're going to ask one question. Total 4 questions, total 2 questions and 4 marks. Next we're going for introduction of an computer. Computer is an electronic machine that can store and recall the flows of data. It can perform the task. Means see, computer also need an electronic machine. Without electronic machine, it's cannot able to store and recall the flows of data. And it will perform complex calculation according to set of instruction program. Means we can calculate simple simple problems, but we cannot able to calculate the complex problems. Means see, no, we need tables. Means to go of 4 we see easily, we would say easily, but we need to say 50 means we need to have someone ask you means 90 fours 90 tens means it will take some of time for calculation. But in computer it will give in fraction of seconds. Someone is stored program and you write the program for that. It's called a computer. And the term of definition to study computer systems, we needed hardware and software and data and users. Okay, we can see one by one with the detail. What is hardware? Hardware is a physical property computer system. It's called hardware. The components of an hardware is keyboard and mouse, monitors and CPU, etc. Means we can touch and we can feel. They are the hardware. And software means set of programs, a collection of programs. We can say like that also. It's a set of collection of programs. It's known as a software. Example, operating systems. And data means data is the raw information. Means collecting the information and basic facts. Computer can process. User means as we people who are using computer is called a users. And next we're coming for block diagram in computers. Means block diagram of a computer means how we giving input and the MCP how it's working, and next memory in the memory how it's working, and output how it will give outputs. We will see in this. There are the 4 parts. One is input unit and the CPU and the memory unit and output. In central processing unit, there is 2 types: central control unit and arithmetic logic unit. In memory unit and output unit, we can see this one by one. What is input unit? Computer need receive the data instruction to the solve the problem. It means computers it's receiving the data instruction order to the solve the problems. Only it getting the input. It's called input unit. Perform this operations means keyboard, mouse also input device. And the input unit basically links the external world or environment to the computer systems. Input unit consists of one or more input device also. In the next going for central processor unit, the function of CPU to interpret the instruction from program and execute them one by one. In there also there is two major unit. One is control unit and arithmetic logic unit. We can see one by one. What is control unit means? Control unit directly transferring the program instruction from data to various means it will going to transfer the program instruction data between one unit to another unit. It's called control memory. Arithmetical logic unit means the arithmetical logic unit performing the arithmetic and logical operations. It's called arithmetical logical units, and it will control the speed of these operations. And in the result of in memory unit to store the before giving output, it will store before displaying output, it will store the memory, preserve the data. For that we using memory unit. And one more thing I need to say, we need to know one thing: the input unit and output unit and secondary storage device are together known as a peripheral device. And output unit is the it's a used to print the display the result that are stored in the memory. It means we store in the memory unit. After storing memory unit, it will display now. It's called an output unit. The actual function for output unit is just a reverse of the input unit. The output unit links computer to the outside the world. And motherboard is a very important concept. They're going to ask in this topic only almost. It's very important. We can say the motherboard is a main circuit board of a computer which contains CPU memory. Means motherboard is the main circuit board for the computer, and it will contains in a CPU memory. It will be in the CPU memory. In there, it will be expansion slot and bus video controller, other electronic components. The electronic components will be in motherboard only. It's a large printed circuit board. They're going to ask sometimes what is PCB abbreviations and the characteristic of a motherboard. There is a 3 characteristic of a motherboard. The motherboard or maybe characteristic, form factor, chipset, and processor circuit. Form factor is a refer of a motherboard. It is a geometry dimension arrangement of the electricals. It means it will be a geometry dimension of an arrangement and electronic equipment, and it will be a chipset. Chipset means it will control the resource in computer. The functions will control the resource in computer, and it will coordinate data transfer between various components between computers. It's to transferring the data for different components. The processor circuit may be rectangular. The processor circuit will be rectangular connector. The processor will be mounted in vertical square circuit with a small container. Means it will be in rectangular connector. It will be mounted means it will be surrounded by vertically or square shaped connector. Means small connector into which processor. The characteristic of motherboard is very important. We're going to ask here only some few years they have asked on the characteristic of motherboard only. Please point to be noted, and we can directly insert it. And there is a types of motherboard. It's a XT motherboard and XT motherboard and AT motherboard and baby AT motherboard and XT motherboard. Okay, in XT motherboard, it is a extended technology, and it will be low insertion force, and it will be a RAM slot, and it will be a DIMM dual inline memory model, and it is in their industrial standard architecture course, and it is a 12-pin slot. For example, Pentium 1 and Pentium MMX and Pentium 2 and Pentium 2. And before going to what are the content we need to write, means first we need to write the abbreviation of a motherboard, and what are the ports that have, and what are the components came under the slot, how many pins, and example. This three is the most important. See, it's a old motherboard. Now we are not using this XT motherboard. This is the XT motherboard picture. Next we going for AT motherboard. It's advanced technology. It has a pin grade array socket, and it is a SDRAM slots. It has a SDRAM slot, and the size will be full 80 and 12 width and into 13.8 depth, and it has a 5-pin large keyboard connector. And in this there is a keyboard connectors. In XT motherboard there is no keyboard connector. In AT motherboard there is a uh, 5 large keyboard connector, and example Pentium 3 processor. Next we going for baby AT motherboard is the combination of combination of XT and AT motherboard. It is the first PC motherboard to build in a socket input port, which where cables is connected to the back of the case. Means baby AT motherboard means it's a combination of XT motherboard and AT motherboard. It's connected to the back of the case. Example is Pentium 3. Next we going for ATX motherboard. ATX motherboard stand for external motherboard. It's the latest motherboard. Now we are using this ATX motherboard only. Vision for font. Yes. And gaming purpose, it's a very best integer processor socket on double REM RAM, double data, and rate random access memory slot and AGP and the SAT port. It's connected to 20 pin and 15 ATX power connector ports. It is a full-size board measuring 12 bit 9.6 deep and micro ATX. It's a small motherboards. And the example is Pentium 4, and it will be dual 4 and 4.2 and 4.4 and i3000 and i5000 and i6000. Next we go for general structure of motherboard. In the general structure of the motherboard, there will be a south bridge and north bridge. In the north bridge, it's connected with a very important integrated peripheral keyboard, mouse, and DRM memory, ID, CPU fan, it will be CPU socket, and GPU connector, it will be the mouse serial port and parallel port, internet audio. Scenario, it will be in north bridge. In south bridge, it will be CMOS OS backup battery with the PCS slot, and the south bridge and the AGP slot, it will be in south bridge. See, the primary function of a code execute instruction will be produce the result. The purpose is the cause of execute instruction will be to produce the result. The fetch of instruction in primary window perform before operation. There will be two bridges, multiple and south bridge, two and north bridge. Are called as a multiple response protocol control the high speed of components like a CPU, RAM, chipset. Because control and switch and control data and storing data on back and forth between the components. This smooth maintenance fully explain the speed of inside components. They are building the south bridge. It will be similar in an output, but south bridge for the cheapest components like a sound megahertz and etc. The components of a motherboard is it's also very important topics. Processor will be IOS, CMOS, slots, this controller, and the input port interface, because the 7 components are very first. Like this above this components of motherboard I will do in next videos.